Dominique Foxworth joins us now. The Dominique
Oh,
Foxworth
man.
Show is something that is informative and fun. Can you explain to me what it is that we saw last night? Because I'm sitting here saying, I thought Jalen Ramsey played pretty well, and you're a former cornerback. So it seems like an impossible position to play when you've got to guard T. Higgins and him getting 6 catches, and the last one makes you a huge failure in a game where they acquired you to be the guy who wins that game. They acquired you to be the guy who does not get beaten by T. Higgins in that spot.
First of all, how's Dan? Anybody? This man is a successful professional communicator, but still struggles to communicate, and I love it. It humanizes you. It's like when Shaq shoots free throws. It's fantastic. But, I mean, as for Jalen Ramsey, he's an incredible football player. What happened last night, I think, Tony kind of mentioned it earlier about how it's a challenging position. And I think, to be honest, we talk about how losing a step could hurt you. Like, he isn't as quick as he used to be. So like when he's in press coverage, he's going to get beat a little bit more. And it's just those inches that change the way that things work, especially when there's an accurate quarterback. So he was on Chase and Higgins at different times in the game, and he made some plays from time to time, but it's a really tough position, especially when the guys that you're going up against are in their prime, and you may not quite be there anymore. But yeah, what he means to that defense is more about flexibility and versatility than it is about like being a lockdown, shut down corner that they put on a guy and he disappears. But you also mentioned earlier that the running attack, that was really the difference for the Bengals. The Steelers were in a lot of single high stuff, trying to take away that rushing attack, which isolates Jalen Ramsey. And Jalen Ramsey was playing off really far, quite a bit. And then when he got up and pressed, that's when that little bit of quickness that he might have lost, it gets in the way and it becomes a problem.
So did he or did he not play well? Is a cornerback even allowed to play well the way you do cornerback measurements in a game that looks like that?
No, I mean, his assessment would be that he played poorly. He gave up a couple touchdowns in the most pivotal play in the game and just man-to-man isolated press coverage. Like, you can't say that you play well in that situation. They give you a really hard job. That's the thing about playing, I mean, frankly, any professional sports, but especially at that position. And the same thing could be said for playing quarterback. That's a really, really difficult job. It's hard to do. If you don't succeed, then you didn't do it well. That's one of the great things about sports is you don't have a whole bunch of conjecture about why this happened or what's going on here. We might do it when we're analyzing the game, but when you get back to the locker room, guys are either saying good job, high five, or saying, hey, it ain't that big a deal, man. We'd be all right. It happens to everybody. Like that's your experience. Rarely do they MF you and try to fight you. You have to be really bad for that to happen. But most of the time, it's like, hey, come on, man. It gets everybody. Don't worry about it. We behind you, that type of stuff.
Well, you say they get everybody, but I haven't seen a game except maybe Seattle, Tampa Bay this year. I haven't seen a football game played where that's what I'm watching. Wait, I thought the Steelers' defense was good. What do you mean all of a sudden the 40-year-old quarterback who's not Browning can get there and have a 350-yard game where he's not throwing from behind? He'll just decimate you all game long, and all of a sudden the Bengals look exactly like they did with Burrow. How's that possible?
Well, the Steelers defense isn't very good. Like, they haven't been all that good all season long. They have a lot of names and they have a long reputation. It's a lot like what happened with the Ravens, but I guess the Ravens have the excuse of a bunch of injuries. The Steelers defense has kind of been up and down this year. The games that they had like a high EPA were a result of turnovers, and those things, as you know, can come and go depending on the situation. So they haven't been all that good this year. That still doesn't mean that this offense that's been bad without Joe Burrow all year should just kind of go in there and do what they want with him the way they did. But I think you can chalk it up to the Joe Flacco dead cat bounce, and also like Thursday nights. Thursday nights are always a little bit unpredictable because it's just a random weird rest situation and preparation situation. But yeah, Joe Flacco wasn't doing anything amazing. He was just picking them apart and making the decisions to get rid of the ball quickly and finding the soft spots in the zone. But I don't know why he's still doing it, at first it was like confusing to me, like why is Joe still out there? But now it's kind of beautiful and romantic that I genuinely think that this guy, people say I would do this for free, and we all know they're lying. He's really one of these guys that I think would do it for free because I think he recognizes, while taking a contract with the Browns, he recognizes that he's not going to win a Super Bowl or impact his legacy in any way. He also made a ton of money. I'm not sure exactly what could motivate him to go out there and get hit by people other than he just really freaking loves it. I don't love nothing as much as Joe Flacco loves to play football.
He really does. He's been asked in press availabilities about, like, why are you still doing this? You have nothing to prove. And he's like, well, I'm presently at the level where I know I'm still an NFL quarterback and I only got one life to live. He's actually been – it's a love letter to football. Right. Every time he's asked about the question, he's like, why wouldn't I still want to be out here? It's freaking amazing.
Or he hates his family.
Or he hates Mike Tomlin.